Title: The Gardener's Love, A Tale of Roots and Blossoms. The story: Clara was 28 when she sat on her best friend's porch, tearfully swearing off love forever. Her first serious relationship had ended when her fiancé confessed he'd been seeing someone else. "I'm not built for this," she said, staring into her coffee. Her friend, Maria, a widow of 5 years, squeezed her hand. "Love isn't something you build for. It's something you grow through, even when storms come." Clara didn't believe her, but life nudged her forward. At 32, she met James, a teacher with a laugh that warmed rooms. For 2 years, they shared hikes, inside jokes, and plans for a future. But when Clara miscarried their first pregnancy, James withdrew, unable to face the grief. "I don't know how to fix this," he admitted one night, packing his bags. Clara didn't either, but she learned grief wasn't a problem to solve, just a season to weather. At 37, she fell for Lena, a musician who wrote her songs and brought her sunflowers every Friday. Their love felt like a revelation, until Lena's career took off, and the distance between tours grew heavier than the silence between calls. "I can't give you the life you deserve," Lena said, her voice breaking. Clara cried, but this time she didn't blame love itself. She'd learned it could still be beautiful, even when it ended. Years passed. Clara threw herself into her work as a botanist, nurturing orchids and teaching college students about resilience. "Plants don't quit after a drought," she'd say. "They wait. They adapt." One rainy April afternoon, Clara tripped while hauling soil bags at a community garden. A man with salt and pepper hair and muddy knees rushed over. "Let me help," he said, steadying her arm. His name was Paul, a divorced high school counselor volunteering there. They talked for hours about his rebellious students, her finicky orchids, their shared love of old Motown records. Their first date wasn't glamorous: tacos from a food truck, eaten under a shared umbrella. But Paul listened when Clara spoke about James's silence, Lena's songs, the baby she'd lost. He didn't flinch at her scars. "I'm not here to outshine your past," he said. "I just want to walk beside you into whatever's next." When Paul proposed 2 years later, he did it in that same garden, kneeling in the dirt. "You've always been a gardener," he said. "Let me be your soil. Steady, safe, always here to help you grow." They married under an arch of climbing roses Clara had planted herself. Maria, her matron of honor, whispered, "Told you so," as they danced. The lesson: Clara's story isn't about finding the one. It's about becoming the kind of person who recognizes the one when they arrive. Because you've learned to value patience over perfection, resilience over regret. Love isn't a reward for the unbroken. It's a gift that finds us when we refuse to let hurt harden us. Every failed love taught Clara something vital: how to voice her needs, how to hold grief gently, how to choose partners who showed up instead of those who just shone brightly. Paul wasn't a fairy tale ending. He was a partner, proof that love thrives when we stop demanding it to be flawless.